Welcome to KeyPay's video series on WorkZone for employees. If your employer has enabled you to do so, you can submit expense claims straight from the WorkZone app on your smartphone. This also includes the ability to attach a supporting document such as a receipt for your purchase by simply using your smartphone's camera. In this video, we're going to show you how to create and submit, view and cancel an expense request from your WorkZone app, as well as adding a document to the expense request. So once you've logged into your WorkZone app, you can access the expenses area in one of two ways. You can tap anywhere in the expenses area on the home screen, and this is also where you can view a summary of the expense claim details. This will show you the number of claims and their status, which will appear as either submitted, declined, approved, or processed. Or you can also access the expenses area by tapping on the expenses icon at the bottom of the home screen. In order to create an expense request, you can tap on either of these options, which will then take you to the expense claims area of the app. Here you'll be able to see any of your previous expense claims that have either been submitted, approved, declined, or processed. To start the expense claim, you can tap on the plus icon in the top right-hand corner. Firstly, you'll need to add in a description for the expense claim. So this one can be for travel expenses. Then you'll need to add in the details of the expense claim by tapping on the Add Expense option. Here you can enter the expense date. So this is the date that the actual expense was incurred. Then you'll need to select the relevant expense category from the drop-down list. So for this one, I'll select travel and accommodation. The next field is the location. This will default to your primary location, but you can change this if you need to by tapping on this field and selecting the relevant location. You can then add a note if that's required. And then you'll need to pop in the amount that you'd like to claim. There's also an option here to override the tax code as well if you have been enabled to do this. Once all the details have been entered, you can then tap on Save. The next option on this screen is where you can then attach the supporting document for your claim. To do this, you'll need to tap on the Add Attachment field. And then, if you're using WorkZone via an Android phone, you will see the following three options. You can use the camera on your phone to take a photo of the document that you'd like to attach, or if you've already taken a photo, you can select it from the gallery on your phone. And the last option will allow you to select a document from any of the saved files on your phone. If, however, you're using WorkZone on an iOS device, you'll be given these two options. You can either take a photo or select a photo that's already been saved to your device. For this example, I'm going to select a screenshot that I've already taken from the gallery on my phone. Once the attachment has been added, there is still the option to edit this attachment if you need to. Just tap on the Edit option, and you can see there that you have the ability to view the attachment, or you can remove the attachment altogether. Now that all the expense claim details have been entered, you can simply tap on the Submit option in the top right-hand corner. This will submit your claim for approval. And if you need to go back and view or edit the details of the claim, you can simply tap on that claim line. And this is where you can see all the details of the claim. And you'll notice that down the bottom there, you have the option to cancel the claim if you need to. You are only, however, able to cancel or edit a pending expense claim. Once the claim has been approved, declined, or processed, you are no longer able to edit or cancel. You're also able to enter multiple expenses on the one claim. For example, if you've purchased a few office supply items, you can enter them in all on the one claim. So for this one, I'll make the description office supplies. And then we can enter the first expense by using the same process that we just followed. So we'll tap on the Add Expense option, select the expense date. We're going to select the expense category. For this one, I'll select office supplies. and then we can enter in a note. So for this one, I'm going to pop in that we've just purchased a stapler and the amount is for $19.95. Once those details have been entered, you can tap on Save. And then I'm also going to add an attachment, which is going to be a photo of the receipt for the purchase. So we'll tap on Add Attachment. Then I'm going to tap on Camera to take the photo. So now all those details for the first expense have been entered. You can see here that there's an option to add another expense. We can tap on this option here and then enter in the details of the second part of the expense. So I'm going to select the expense date again, the same category, which is office supplies, and then I'm going to enter a note to say that this one is for pens that we've purchased and the cost is $10. I can tap on Save, and then I've also got the option to add another attachment, which will be a photo of the receipt for this purchase. So now you can see the two different expenses there on the one claim. The first one for $19.95, the second one for $10, and then you have the total, which is $29.95. Once all that information is correct, all you need to do then is tap on the Submit option in the top right-hand corner. This will then submit both of those expenses for approval under the one claim. And then back here on the expense claims screen, you can see both of those pending expenses that we've submitted, and they're just waiting for approval. To go back to the home screen, you can tap on the home icon in the bottom left-hand corner. And here back on the home screen, you can see in the expenses area those two expense claims under the submitted field. Thank you for taking the time to watch our video, and good luck with submitting expense claims via your WorkZone app.